Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Hey, if you're new here or you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. We need all the help we can get to feed our hungry hippos. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today we're taking a look at what sold on Mercari in the month of July. So we'll be looking at some highlights of our sales from the Mercari platform. I haven't pulled up every sale, but I've pulled up some highlights to talk about with you. We did only sell one plush on this platform last month, so I have him sitting here to talk about with you. And then I pulled up some highlights of our clothes, jewelry, and comic book sales. We do really well with comics on Mercari. So obviously I didn't pull all those up, but I did pull up 3 different comics, which we'll talk about when we get to the end. We're going to start with the Wildlife Artist's Jackrabbit. So this was a new to me brand. It came in a wholesale lot, and it is just the cutest little rabbit. It's really realistic looking. Look at his ears. Big, cute ears. And this is what the tag looks like. So I will be looking for this brand. I don't really source mini plush myself anymore. I get most of them wholesale. I go thrifting about once a month, and I do look at the plush when I'm out and about, but they're just priced so high, and I don't find anything really great. But keep your eyes out for this. This sold for $18. We have a vintage LA Blues denim lace-up jean jacket. I took an offer of $32, and it had free shipping, so it shipped for about $6 ground using a pirate label, shipping label. Now, this would have been sold for more or been listed higher, but it was missing one side of its lace-up, its cord, which I disclosed and showed up in pictures. I showed the side with the laces, and I showed the side without, and I mentioned it in the description and disclosed that. And then I reflected that in the price. A lot of these vintage LA Blues denim jackets can go for up to $50, sometimes even $60. So keep your eyes out for the LA Blues. And those of you that are old like me may remember owning some LA Blues denim skirts and denim jackets back in the day. I got this in a thread-up box, if I didn't say. Here's a J. Crew jean jacket. Here's the thing about jean jackets or denim jackets. They are an entity all of themselves. Just like booty shorts or denim shorts cutoffs. You can sell poop brands of denim jackets for 20, 30, 40 bucks. And jeans in those same brands will sell for $2. You can't give them away. So when it comes to denim shorts and denim jackets, especially if they come to me to thread up or I find them on 99-cents day, I am not discerning about brand. If it's a pair of cutoff shorts or a denim jacket and the price is right, it's coming home with me. This is J. Crew, which is still a decent brand in jeans. I sell them for 20 bucks all the time. But this is a $30 denim jacket. And then overalls, too, kind of fall in the same realm as the denim jackets and the denim shorts. Whether they're full length or the short alls like this, they do well. Now, when I have room in the title, I will put like 90s, retro, fashion. I didn't have room in this title, but you can use short alls, overalls, ribs. These were ripped and distressed, and to me, those were really important keywords. So I gave up using 90s, but especially the full length pants, overalls, I do try to put 90s because that was the style back then. Think about Jennifer Aniston as Rachel in Friends. She wore overalls in like the earlier episodes in 94, 95. I remember wearing overalls. Did you wear overalls and denim jackets? We were so cool in the 80s and 90s, weren't we? So yeah, I do love overalls. These are Arizona Jean Company, which their jeans don't even comp by, right? They're like poop. Sold this for 20 bucks. So don't overlook denim coats, denim shorts, and overalls and short alls. All right, I had this vintage charm from Portugal with a rooster on it. And it's not a necklace. It's just the pendant alone, the charm by itself, sold for 20 bucks. And a lot of the jewelry lots, I get a lot of these little pendants. And I do list them just as the pendant or the charm. Here we have Abercrombie. I have such a hard time with that. Abercrombie and Fitch. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say. Abercrombie and Fitch. $15. Cool story. Not a lot of money. This is most people are going to tell you this is a poop brand. I like it. It sells pretty fast for me. It's a good fast return on my investment, but it's not a big return on my investment. Now their denim shorts do really well. Here's a bracelet that came in one of my jewelry lots. This is a Shashi gold tone cream. I don't even know how to really describe a lot of jewelry, to be honest with you. I'm still learning it. I started doing jewelry this year. I use List Perfectly. I use their listing assistant, which is their AI that uses a clever combination of AI and Google image search to create really good titles and descriptions for you. And this bracelet didn't sell for a lot. It sold for $13, but it sold for $13. You know, I get my jewelry $5 a pound, so I try to list every piece, all the pendants, all the bracelets, everything. All right, we're going to get into the comics here. So we sold quite a bit of comics on Mercari. In fact, I think we sell more comics on Mercari than even eBay. It's probably volume-wise where we sell most of our comics. Comics do really well on this platform. So do electronics. And typically Plush does. I tell you that. And I'm showing you a month where I had one Plush sale. But toys, Plush in general, electronics, video games, and comic books seem to be what the target audience on Mercari wants. But I'm not saying not to list all the things, because you saw that I sold 2 denim coats and some short-alls and some jeans. You can sell everything on Mercari, but that just seems to be what sells the most. Again, I use List Perfectly, so it's very easy for me to cross-post all the things in all the places. I talked about that in my Poshmark What Sold video as well, because it's super important that you get your items in front of as many people as you can. That's how you make more sales. That's how you make more money. That's how you pay your bills. And that's how you put food in your refrigerator. It's super important for resellers not to get tunnel vision and just be on one platform. eBay is our highest selling platform. We sell volume and monetarily the most on that platform. It's global. Everyone knows what eBay is. Everybody shops on eBay. However, I still list everything else on Mercari and Poshmark to get those extra sales. In fact, I would actually tell you that I'm not on enough places. Being on the main 3, Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay, is probably the most important when you start cross-posting. Those are like the 3 I would tell you should be on. But I'm being remiss because there are other platforms. Etsy, I could be putting my jewelry on and my vintage items. There's other platforms that I could be listing on, which I'm going to get into later this year or the beginning of next year. It'll be a goal. This year, as most of you know, our goal was to get to 4,000 active listings on eBay. We're actually at almost 5,000. And so YouTube got kind of put on hold. Social media in general got put on the back burner. Focus on one thing at a time, folks. Pick a goal and work towards it, and then pick another goal and work towards it. I'm working towards some social media goals right now, and then I want to branch out to Etsy. I have tried Grailed and I have tried Kitizen, and I pulled all of our items off of there last summer. So I don't know if I'll try them again or not. Things do change. That's the other thing. Platforms change, times change, people change all the time. Mercari made some really big changes this year. But don't do yourself a disservice and only be on one platform. Please cross-post. You will make so much more money. You can use something like List Perfectly. You can try that for 30% off with our code FlippinHippos. Or you can do it yourself if you're a smaller seller and you don't really want that extra fee. When I tell you guys to cross-post, it's not a push for List Perfectly. It's a push for you to be more successful. This is the teaching channel. This is the channel about the reality of reselling. I do a lot of tough love on here. But I also like to encourage you guys and support you as well. There's room for everybody at the top. There's room for everybody in the middle. Whatever your needs are, whatever your goals are, everybody's business is different. But I just need to tell you guys, so important, cross-post. And yes, I'm talking a lot in a What Sold video. Welcome to Flippin' Hippos. So, comics. We get them for about $1 a piece. We buy them in bulk from several different places. We get big boxes of them, like 100 at a time, and we spend like $100. So we pay about $1 a comic. And in those boxes, and I've talked about this before, so if you've heard this already, I'm sorry. But in those boxes, we get a bunch of comics that will sell for $8 up to $20. Like this Punisher, for example. This is a $10 comic. We have a lot of 12 and 14 where they fall. And then we'll have a handful that'll be $20, $30, $40. Some even $50. But just a small handful. The majority are going to be your bread and butters that are going to go from 8 to 20. Then you're going to get a small handful of these. And then we usually pull out one of these treasures from each one or every other one. We don't get like a over $100 comic in every lot that we buy. But sometimes we'll get 2 lots in a row where we'll pull one of these out, or even an $80 one or a $90 one. But when you buy wholesale like that, when you buy bulk, not just with comics, with jewelry, with plush, with the thread up denim boxes, most of the stuff you're going to pull out are going to be your bread and butter items. And they're going to sell, especially if you have a high volume business where you have a lot listed, you're going to sell them all the time. You're going to have a good turnover and you're going to make good money off of those. And then these are just icing on the cake. But I don't want anyone to have unrealistic ideals about wholesale. So that's why I wanted to show you the 3 basic comics that we get. And it's the same with jewelry, like I said, or anything you buy wholesale. Most of the stuff you're going to pull out is going to be bread and butter. You're going to get some poop. You're going to get some pretty good. And then once in a while, you're going to get these holy grails. So it's realistic if you want to build a bread and butter volume-based business to buy wholesale. It's realistic for me because I'm limited with my disability. I can't always go out thrifting, and we don't really like to leave the house. We're pretty reclusive. So I just wanted to point that out. And if you do comics or video games, they do really well on Mercari, but list them everywhere. All right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about reselling, Mercari, anything, let me know down below. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. It is called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Until next time, go be productive, go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.